Fred MacGuffin reviews. Pearl.
From 2022.
This is the prequel to X. Also starring Mia Goth. And yeah, does it mean you should watch X first or this? Well, you could, or you could watch this first and then X. It's up to you. Directed by Ty West, and he's also the writer on this, along with Mia Goth. And he's also directed The Roost, Triggerman, The House of the Devil, Cabin Fever 2, Spring Fever, Innkeepers, The Sacrament, a segment on VHS, and a segment on the ABCs of Death. And he's also done a bit of TV work, Scream, Outcast, and Wayward Pines. And this is okay. This is okay. I don't think he's ever done a classic yet. He hasn't directed a classic movie for me yet. So this is pretty good. It's a good sort of Pearl Begins movie. You know, we're seeing Pearl's life on the farm with her mother and father. She has to look after her father, who can't move. He's
Paralysed from the neck down, and
he needs constant care and attention. And her father's played by Matthew Sutherland, and he was also in The Lost City of Zed, Nightingale, and Out of the Blue. Of course, Mia Goth, you've seen her in High Life, Suspiria, Infinity Pool, A Cure for Wellness, Everest, The Survivalist, and Emma. And she does a great performance here. You really feel like, you know, she's a woman on the edge. She's a lethal weapon. She's a psycho waiting to happen. And her mother's played by Tandy Wright, who plays Ruth. You may have seen her in Love and Monsters. Love and Monsters, The Returned, and Jack and the Giant Slayer. Tandy Wright plays Ruth, and you've seen her in Love and Monsters, The Returned, Jack the Giant Slayer. And we also have David Corenswet, who's the projectionist, and he's also in Look Both Ways, The Politician, We Own This City, and Hollywood. And The Politician, We Own This City, and Hollywood are TV shows. And yeah, he plays projectionist in a cinema. He gets to know
Pearl.
And
Pearl wants to
try and get away from her life on the farm. She wants to be a dancer, and she wants to break away. She has dreams, but due to living on the farm with her father being ill, she needs to be there to help. And her husband is away. Her husband Howard is away fighting in World War One. So this is set in 1918, and yeah, she doesn't want to be there. She wants to get out of there, and any chance she can find, she'll try and get out of there. Mitzi, her sister-in-law, played by Emma Jenkins Purrow, she tells her about this little dance rehearsal or dance audition, and if whoever gets it will go on tour, getting paid to dance. And that's what Pearl wants to try and do. She gets supported by the projectionist, and she has a little fling with him as well. And of course, her mother doesn't want her to do the audition, but Mitzi does. And so yeah, it's one of those tales of ambition and broken dreams. And yeah, we really learn the background to Pearl, who we've seen in X. And yeah, it's a sad story, and yeah, it gives that extra layer to, you know, Pearl, and yeah, more just history. And Emma Jenkins Purrow was also in One of Us is Lying and My Life is Murder. This looks great cinematography. Elliot Rocket This is the cinematography here. So yeah, we get the crocodile in the lake back again. Yeah, it's this is good. It's I think this Mia Goth carries this with her performance, and yeah, there's some good scenes in this, and yeah, enjoyed it. And I give it a 3 out of 5, and yeah, it wasn't the classic I was hoping for, but it was enjoyable, and not a bad axe murder movie. Fred MacGuffin reviews. Per